Welcome, I'm Eric, and today we're taking a deep dive into masd or masd games, which is probably the best looking GameFi project out there, though not the best named project at the moment. And I'm talking about all blockchains, like not just BNB chain. This game, it looks amazing. So we're going to take a deep dive into the game and, of course, their token economy. There isn't too much info at the moment, but we'll see what we can learn. As always, this isn't financial advice, and if you want to learn more about GameFi projects, be sure to like and subscribe. All right, let's start. All right, I'm at their homepage, masd.games. Let's take a look at the trailer, and then I'll kind of talk about the game. So basically, it is a 3D multiplayer shooting game. Of course, using blockchain technology, you gotta complete challenges, buy equipment, and destroy opponents. So they say, I'm just reading off the website, by the way. The game process is crystal clear. You're thrown onto the map, then you choose a weapon, and that's it. Your aim is to survive. So the game's available for free. You don't even need to worry about any of the blockchain aspects or with the battle pass. And if you buy the battle pass, that's how you can start that loop of playing to earn. So it's kind of cool that you get both options. As you saw in like the trailer, basically the characters are NFTs, the weapons, and all like the loot. They all have a rarity and they're unique. So the creation of MSD games was inspired by PUBG and Fortnite. So yeah, as you can tell, yeah, just graphics wise, looking at this game, I mean, it's pretty clear right away that there are not many, if any, blockchain games that look this good right now, especially like a first person shooter type game. So the first thing we'll look at are the NFTs in this game. The obvious one are the characters, of which there are 5,555. They have different rankings. So like, for example, this Sam guy, which you can buy right now, I'll show you in a sec. He has certain stats and bonuses. And one of the main things that they highlight is that you need an NFT to create your own clan. And clans give bonuses, like you can fight in clan battles and win rewards that way. If you scroll further down, they have like these more rare NFTs that have better stats and better bonuses. You know, if you look down here, I guess this is the rarest one. The rarer ones you can actually rent out to others so that they can use your character and earn income that way. And you, of course, you also earn commission from what the clan earns. The base clan, or sorry, the base character, this guy Sam, you can actually buy him right now, and it's, to be honest, almost a little worrisome, like in terms of that marketing or hype this game's getting. They're selling 2,000 of these Sam characters right now, and only 27 have been purchased. You can buy them for 0.3 BNB. They're still available. So if you want to get, after looking at this game, or this video, you want to jump in, they are right here for the taking. You just have to go to the marketplace. And yeah, this is, like I said, a little worrisome almost, because most NFT releases get sold out in literally minutes. So the fact that barely anyone bought these so far, well, in the best case scenario, nobody knows about it yet, just because the marketing hasn't been that great. The other NFTs in the game are weapons, first aid kits, various medals, and they're all limited and have a scarcity algorithm to prevent item overload. I'm getting into a little more detail. The weapons can be either purchased or they're going to be randomly distributed on the map. Each weapon has its default version and custom appearance, so none of them will change their level of internal. If you scroll down, you can see a list of all the weapons that they have in this game. Weapons and accessories, attachments, pistols, grenades, knives. Down here, they talk about the medals, and it looks like there are 3 boxes where you can collect medals in every map or every round. And these medals you can collect and eventually spend them on characters to upgrade them. In addition, you could sell it, of course, for BUSD. They do mention that if the player uses the default character, they will be able to access the accumulation of medals, but without the possibility of selling it. So again, if you want to play to earn in this game, you need to sign up for that battle pass, which don't know the costs of it. Or it's either that or you need to have an NFT character to purchase an NFT character. Maybe that is the equivalent of getting a battle pass. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't really specify. But either way, you do need to pay to start earning. So it's a pretty easy concept overall for how this game works. They have this chart that is in their white paper, the ecosystem overview, and it really doesn't make any sense to me, at least. But essentially, you can either play the game free to play, cannot earn anything from it, but you're just enjoying the game. And I like that they have that option. The other way to do it is, of course, play to earn. And in order to do that, you need to either have that battle pass or purchase an NFT character. And by doing that, you can collect medals in the games and accumulate that to either sell for BUSD, or you can use it to upgrade your characters and get stronger because they have tournaments or battle royales, which enable you to earn more and compete with others. Some other ways to earn is that, if you look at this, they have this box for user-generated content, which you can sell at the marketplace. So there is going to be some kind of, customizable skins or something that you can create to sell. And of course, there's also that whole renting aspect where you can rent your character or your weapons to others so they can play with those beefed up NFTs that you have. They don't even mention it in this flowchart, actually, but it is in the white paper, so that's another way for you to earn income in the game. So where does this token come into play and what does it do? If you go to the token section, they talk about how this MASD token is the main token in the game. Token allows the player to unlock new maps, play different game modes and special events, buy regular items, and upgrade weapons. They also talk about some other use cases for the game. It'll be eventually a part of a governance model, so you can make decisions via pools regarding the development of the game, and you'll also be able to stake, which encourages users to hold tokens and support the ecosystem. Going back to the tokenomics page, you can see the token distribution right here. I made a chart comparing it to the other projects I've been looking at, and it's nothing too out of the ordinary. It's pretty standard. 31% is going to the team or VC funds, 53 to the players, and 15 to the ecosystem. Nothing stands out one way or another. One thing that I don't like too much, though, is that the lockup rates and distribution rates for the team and VC funds are on the shorter side. Like you can look here and see the team, there's a cliff at 1 month and the vesting period is 20 months. So in less than 2 years, all the team's tokens will be released. And same with like the seed round, private round, within 2 years. And the private round is just at 1 year, all their tokens are released. So yeah, within 2 years, all these tokens will be out in the market. What did I say? All 31% of these tokens are going to be out and potentially providing a lot of selling pressure for this token. So just something to be aware of. Now, the token is not actually out yet, but what they do have here, they have this price for the public round sale, which is 15 cents. Based on the fact that there are 100 million total tokens, that gives a fully diluted market cap of 15 million. And that's at the public round. It's a pretty small market cap. And once the tokens come out, most likely, it's going to get jacked up. But at 15 million, it's a pretty reasonable starting market cap, at least relative to all these other projects, even considering the fact that they've all crashed. So yeah, that seems fairly valued. We'll see if it actually gets released to the markets at 15 cents. Most likely it's probably going to start getting sold higher. But I have a feeling that given the state of the entire GameFi space and just markets in general, we'll probably see something close to these IDO prices. So we already know how people are going to use these tokens. But the way you earn them is by participating in various in-game events such as battle royales and competitions. It sounds like you're probably going to need to win in order to get these tokens. And these aren't something that, for example, like the medals that you can collect just by simply being in the game and looking for them. You will need to actually be good at the game to earn these tokens. Going back to the ecosystem overview, which again is it's just not very clear. Now that we're talking about the token, they do mention that there's staking, but when you look at this flowchart, there's no talk about staking. So I'm not quite sure where that staking is coming from. And also, if you look at the tokenomics, the token distribution page, there is no mention of staking, or at least funds allocated towards staking. So I'm not quite sure where that staking is coming from. Just something to note there. And, as I mentioned, there is going to be a DAO where you can help make decisions and alter the development of the game. You would think with governance, typically that also implies profit sharing, but they don't specifically say that. So it's hard to exactly say if there is profit sharing as part of the governance. One last thing regarding at least this whole ecosystem is that they have this chart here showing the revenue of the company. And you can see that, I don't know why they made this weird chart for it, but the revenue for the company is game battle passes, which will be sold in the masd tokens in the final version. And they're also going to make revenue, of course, on the NFT collections that they distribute, such as items, land, skins, well, characters also. And then regarding the marketplace, they're going to be earning revenue 5% from NFT trading on the secondary market and 3% fees from users for the generated content that they produce and sell on the marketplace. So that is for the team, and that's how they're going to stay sustainable, in addition to, of course, their own tokens, that like the 10% of tokens that are allocated to them. So overall, the whole token ecosystem is pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at the roadmap and see what's coming up. In Q4 2021, there was supposed to be the token deployed, but as I mentioned, that is not the case yet, and I haven't really seen too much info as to when that is going to happen. They do have talks about the alpha testing on Telegram, so that seems to be the current state of the project, just getting that testing and working on the beta release so more people can try the game. Q1, Q2 2022, that's what they're doing, the beta server release, the first NFT collection sale, which is, again, what you can purchase right now. And the marketplace, and that's also part of the marketplace. And after the beta, they will hopefully have version 1.1 launch during Q2 of 2022. And then after that, they plan to upgrade it, have some more tournaments, let users create content which they can sell, and have more GameFi guilds, which will hopefully bring more awareness to the game. An airdrop, so that could be worth playing this game just to try to get that airdrop early on, and so forth. You can read it all here. They got a lot of interesting features to the roadmap, all the way to 2024, which is the introduction of underground world or sea battles. So they have a lot of plans at the moment. We'll see. Let's just see that token out first, though. Going to their team, they have all their LinkedIn profiles as part of the white paper, and they all seem to be like a Russian team, but some of them are based in the United Arab Emirates. There's not, like the CEO. If you click on them, they all, nothing in particular like crazily jumps out at you looking at what they've done, but I don't think there are any red flags by any means. It's kind of, I'm kind of realizing that LinkedIn seems to be more US centric, and a lot of these blockchain games, when you look at their LinkedIn profiles, it's like they'll pretty much mention like where they went to school and then the current blockchain game they're working on. So it almost seems like they've started their LinkedIn profile just to have it. Going to their investors and partners, I do not like how they combine both of these together because, for example, they show Steam on here. Is Steam invested into this company, or is this game just using and putting their game on Steam's platform? Most likely it's the latter, and Steam really doesn't even know who these people are. So, and then of course right here you have Paradigm Capital and PAR Finance, which seems like they are probably investors in the platform, but you don't really know because they combined it. So yeah, that's why I don't know why you would do that, apart from trying to mislead people and thinking that Steam invested in you. Same with CoinMarketCap. Yeah, okay, they're on CoinMarketCap, but did they invest in the company? I don't know. And media and partners. So I'm not even really going to go into this too much, just because whether it's purposeful or not, it's a little deceptive. They do have an audit, and you can find that on the homepage. If you click on token, there you go. You can click on the security audit. It was done by Solid Proof. And yeah, they have that for you to read here. Going to their social channels, there either is no Discord or their Discord links are all broken, so could not access that. Twitter, which they have 17,000 followers, and Telegram 8,500. Twitter is, typically the way for these companies to post their newest info, but in this case, that's not true. It's actually Telegram. If you go on their Twitter handle, you'll see that their last post was April 27, where they had another new partnership to help with NFT development. And after that, yeah, they kind of just went missing. But if you go to their Telegram channel, well, their announcement channel at least, you can see that they've been much more active. May 13th was their last post, which is talking about the public beta testnet. Let's see, May 11th, May 5th. So they are much, much more active on Telegram. And at least what they link you to is their announcement channel. So you don't have to worry too much about spam and all this other garbage typically on Telegram. For this particular game, definitely follow their Telegram. And that's about it. I should have mentioned it earlier, but I wanted to thank one of my YouTube followers who brought this game to my attention, who didn't have an English name, so I can't say it, but thank you so much for bringing it to my attention, because the biggest pro of this game is that this game looks beautiful. It's easily the best game look out there today for any GameFi project. So I think this has the opportunity to really push the GameFi space forward in terms of graphics. Another pro is that they have a free game mode to play where you don't need to worry about the blockchain at all. And I think that's a great way to get people in and just try it for themselves before they decide to make that plunge for play to earn. Some cons, there's not too much info on this token ecosystem, or not too much clarity on it. Like specifically the DAO, we don't really know if there's going to be profit sharing, or it's still in its very early stages. So there's just no information in general. Staking, where's that staking fund coming from? Is the team paying for it, or is this something that profits are going to be put back into a staking wallet, which will distribute out to stakers? Like, they don't have that information. And the other con is that this team is kind of gone quiet on social media. You need to follow on Telegram if you're going to get any of the latest info, because they've basically given up on Twitter, which is really strange because Twitter is typically the main place to have all the updated info. So just be aware of that if you're going to follow this team. And I think directly related to that is the fact that, not many of these NFTs have been sold. A shockingly low number have been sold. That either means that, again, people either lost interest in the game because they were supposed to have their token in Q4 of 2021, and that has still yet to happen. We're going to June. I think that the fact that they do plan to work with guilds will help bring visibility, because these guilds have a lot of people playing to earn. So that'll get a lot of attention. Cool. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in knowing what my thoughts are on the GameFi space in general, especially during this bear market, be sure to check out my short video on that over here. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.